How done? Oh, buddy Isaac's here. Man, I tell you what, man. You talking about a day. I have been out all day long. Got up this morning and went to the Woolly Worm Festival, and we had a pretty good time down there, but now, it was 44 degrees when we get there. Down there by the river, and it was a little cold. So they didn't have any woolly worm races while I was down there. I guess it was so cold or nobody showed up or whatever. So I didn't get to film one. There's always next year. I'll try my best. But I was prepared to stand there and actually film a woolly worm race. I was going to get permission. I was going to stand inside the box and I was going to film them, but couldn't do it because they didn't have any. I think they run the championship about 4 o'clock this evening. It's about 5:30 now, so I missed it. I had to get back home, had some other things I had to do. About an hour drive. Well, they fixed a new road, and since they got the new road fixed, it don't take an hour. It takes about 40 minutes, 45. It takes about 15, 20 minutes off the time, off the drive, thank goodness. Oh, man. Yeah, I seen a lot of stuff while I was down there. We went down there and I run up on a guy down there that was selling some, he had some old coins on him, and what caught my eye was a metal detector. And I said, that's a nice metal detector right there. And he said, yeah, let me show you some of the stuff I found. I wound up spending about 20 minutes there inside his booth looking at all the stuff, and me and him trading metal detecting stories, even though I'm a rookie. And but I still got a couple of stories, you know. And then we went on down a little bit and told my daughter, I said, well, we're checking out all the different food trucks. I said, because I have to try a chili dog, okay, at every place I go to. And I try to keep track of where I got it. That way I can tell exactly, you know, where I've had the best chili dog. And we've seen several places. And them cooking all that food, I starved to death. So, but anyway, we was walking down through and we come up on this other place, another booth. And there was a guy that had agates. He'd made agate jewelry. If you don't know what agates is, we got a thing called Kentucky agates around here. And it's a semi-precious gem, a gemstone. They make jewelry out of it. And you can find it around this area. I ain't gonna say exactly where because I don't know myself. I have found some in the past, but it was on accident. And it wasn't in Jackson County. I mean, it was somewhere else. But I don't even remember what county it was in now. I just found it on accident. I was down wading through a creek and picked one up. I said, well, look at that. It wound up being pretty good. Kind of got into it and started hunting a little bit. And the more I hunted, the less I found. So I decided to call it quits about 5 years ago. And then I walked up on this, agate. And this guy was sitting there selling all this jewelry, and it kind of rekindled the flame, you might say. So I might go do some rock hunting this year. I'll take y'all with me. We'll see what we can find. Because you don't ever know. I mean, you never know what you walk up. Nature is awesome. Because you have no idea what you're going to walk up on. You could walk up on a big, big nice shiny agate. You may walk up on you may walk up on some change somebody dropped in the 1940s with a metal detector swinging it around. You don't know. You might even walk up on this. Do y'all know what this is? Look at that. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. And then, anyway, back to the story. So then we walk on down the street just a little bit, and I see this tent. And the guy I see in the tent, I'm like, I've seen that guy on television. I had some paranormal investigators down there. Had a tent set up. So anyway, I stopped by, I start talking to him. Next thing I know, we're in this tent. We spend about 15, 20 minutes in there, exchanging stories, We're laughing and going on, having a pretty good time. And it was just awesome, to get to meet people like that, And especially when you get to hang out with celebrities. Not really. Well, they are celebrities. They on TV. I guess they'd call them celebrities. I mean, I'm on YouTube. So, that make me a celebrity? I guess I'm a local celebrity. Oh, man. But I don't know, it's just so awesome to get to hang out with people like that. That's like the second person in 2 years that I've got to hang out with, you know, that's got their own television show. Maybe one of these days I'll be on one of their shows. You never know. You never know. Well, we're talking about Sasquatch and ghost hunting and, you know, stuff like that. Next thing you know, he told me a story. I'm going to tell you. They was down there doing a tour. It used to be an old funeral home. They had their booth set up right in front of it. And he was telling me that they went in there last night and he had a spirit box. And anyway, in the spirit box, it popped up a name. And he looked at the name and said, you know, it was kind of weird. And he asked, he said, what business do you have in this building? Or why are you in this building? And the word police showed up. Well, anyway, after the tour was over, he said he come back out and he was talking to one of the organizers down there and said, just out of curiosity, he said, did you all ever have anybody that worked in any police officer in this building by this name? I'm not going to say the name. And she said, no. But he said he noticed that she turned kind of a pale shade of white. And he said, well, do you know anybody by this name? And she said, yeah. That used to be our coroner. He worked up there on the second story, which is where he had this name show up at. And he said, when she said that, he said he just got goosebumps all the way up his arm. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. That or it's cold. It is pretty chilly tonight, but oh man, that stuff like that just fascinates me. I don't know why. I love paranormal stuff. Yeah, I'm a little bit under the weather today. Got a little cold, and nothing serious, I guess. Just going to kind of chill out tonight. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, and this evening, matter of fact. But already evening. I probably should be doing it now, but you know what it is. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, excuse me. Got up early this morning. But yeah, we've had a pretty good day. Now this right here is a sweet potato. Okay, look at that. That thing is as big as my head. A sweet tater. That's what we call them. A lot of people say sweet potato. Somebody calls them other things. I call them a sweet tater. Okay, but that is a sweet tater. Y'all ever seen one that big? I have never. That's the biggest one I've ever seen. I said, I've got to have it. I'm going to take it and do a video about it. So right there's your sweet tater. Okay? Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's been an interesting day. We come back and ain't really done much of nothing. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead. This is October the 27th. Forgot what day it was. And I'm going to go ahead and give y'all Buddy's official. That's just me. Buddy's official winter forecast for this area. I didn't get a woolly worm, I run into one person down there at the Woolly Worm Festival that had one. And I'm not going to say, hey, can I have that? No. Because they had it in a little carrier. I'm sure they was going to race it later. So I didn't want to mess with it. But I did get to see it. And I looked at it and I started counting. They said, what are you doing? I said, I got to count the rings. What are you counting the rings for? I said, well, they got 13 rings. They 13 weeks of winter. Every ring that's black, that's how many weeks of bad weather we're going to have. Every ring that's 10, that's how many weeks of good weather we're going to have. That dictates whether you're going to have a mild or a bad winter. Okay. I counted 8 mild rings and 5 bad ones. So we're going to have a mild winter. And then I get looking around, and usually the last couple of years, the little squirrels down here have been wide open, trying to bury everything they can find to eat in the winter. This year, they're not doing that. That also tells me we're going to have a mild winter. The persimmon seeds, now I just have to go by hearsay, because the persimmon tree that I had, it kind of left the earth in a storm one time last year. It just kind of blowed over the hill. So I don't have one now. And but now somebody told me that they cracked one open and showed a shovel, which means you're going to get a lot of snow. Because supposedly you cut a persimmon seed right down the middle. It's got a little design in it. It'll either be a fork, a spoon, or a knife. Knife means cold. Fork means, I don't remember what fork means. Shovel means a lot of snow. I think fork means it's going to be, it ain't going to be a lot of rain or snow or something. I can't remember. But anyway. But I'm predicting a mild winter this year. And I don't think it's going to be that bad at all. But we'll see. Now, next year, I'm going to start looking for woolly worms about July. Because I cannot find them. I've not used to. I've seen them all over the place. You couldn't walk down here for them. This year, you don't see them. I don't understand it. Oh, man. But yeah, I just thought I'd show y'all my sweet tater and bring you a little winter forecast from Buddy Isaacs. We'll see if I'm right. Last year, I missed it. Well, I didn't miss it. Woolly worm missed it. I did get a woolly worm last year. I forgot about that. But this year, I missed it. Or last year, it missed it. Year before that, it nailed it. And we'll see what it does this year. Our shelter's still holding up pretty good. I like it. Can't wait to come down here and try it out in the rain. Just lay back. Lay back, relax, and listen to the rain hit the top of it. It'll be awesome. And then the wind will probably start blowing. It'll blow it all in the front, and I'll probably be soaking wet. But, yeah, you know, that's my luck. But, yeah. If y'all ain't never been to that Woolly Worm Festival, I'd recommend that you go. There's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to see. You never know who you're going to run into down there. You meet new friends. I met 3 new friends today, you know. And I had a really good time seeing stuff I'd never seen before. Just like that, you know, some of that agate jewelry. When you pick up a piece of that that's handmade and you hold it in your hand, never or nowhere on this earth are you going to find another piece like that one. Because it's handmade and every one of them's got a different design on them. And you just won't, okay? So you're holding a one-of-a-kind piece every time you hold one in your hand. And I got to see a lot of them today. Some of them, I don't know how he done it. He made crosses. He made all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, well, how'd you do that? He said, a lot of time and effort and patience. And so, but yeah, it's different. It's different. But yeah, we had a good time. Went down to the river and we seen the Kentucky River. Well, I done a video down there. It was a video I done before this one. So it was pretty good. But anyway, I'm gonna get up off here. I think I'm gonna go home, rest, and get ready for tomorrow. I got a busy day tomorrow. And hopefully I'll be putting some videos up next week also. And we'll see if we can't make it good. I'm definitely gonna do a video next week. Probably right in the middle of the week sometime. But anyway. Well, this Buddy Isaac. Y'all take care of yourself and each other. And I'm gonna take this sweet tater. I'm gonna head to the house. Keep an eye on them woods and each other. And I'm out.